All right, guys, welcome to Carrie all the way from Seattle. Yay! Welcome to Team Catalyst's kind of monthly coach connection where we get together and we chat about, I think, just staying on track in our own lives, setting both business goals for ourselves, any business, doesn't have to be Beachbody, setting and celebrating personal health and fitness goals, and sharing kind of what keeps us motivated and inspired to keep going. Most of us on these calls are actively coaching, but I think these calls are more about us just connecting with each other. Hey, Jill. And being part of a solid team. So I think the coolest thing with Beachbody is you can make it whatever you want, right? You can either join a team that is already up and running and huge and successful. And oh my gosh, Carrie Harrington, your husband is Creeper, and I freaking love it. You can either join a team like we have an amazing upline, right? We have Team Legendary, and it's awesome. But you can also decide to branch off and really make Beachbody what you want it to be. And that's what I decided to do. As scary as it was, about 10 months into coaching, I thought, if I'm going to really do this, then I have to create the environment that I want to live in. And that was a takeaway from personal development this week. I'm reading The Year of Yes while listening to. And it was all about creating the existence you want to live in, surrounding yourself with people that are like-minded, that are strong or want to be strong and are willing to work to become strong without draining you to do it, that are really just your tribe, right? So on Team Legendary, as much as I love it, I also knew that I wanted to create something that would push me past my limits, that would make me feel uncomfortable, because I knew that I couldn't grow or change without being uncomfortable. Everybody lives in their comfort zone. And that was another takeaway from personal development that I had today, that was just, what is your comfort zone? And it's actually a link that I found on YouTube and I shared with my challenge group in my challenge tracker app. And I'm going to talk about with them what your comfort zone is and why you're stuck there. Because I feel like you can't grow as a person if you're not willing to kind of identify that. So what I want to do today as a team kind of exercise, and you can be actively coaching, or this can be anything you want it to be. But what I was hoping that we could do is kind of work together to establish our goals, or at least learn how to think about establishing goals and how that will help you in your health and fitness, right? Because this really does come back to living a healthy lifestyle. And one of the biggest things I see people drop off, either out of coaching or out of a challenge group or out of the Beachbody programs, or maybe they fall off the wagon health and fitness wise, is they just don't have a broad enough goal or a strong enough why. And what I mean by that is when you're talking to people, or when you're looking at yourself and you're thinking, okay, well, I want to fit in size 6 or size 10 or whatever your size is, whatever your ideal body type is, whatever goal you're striving for, there's got to be more to it. And I think adding layers into your goals only helps you stay on track with your health and fitness. So for instance, I know this is what I'm struggling with, and I'm going to share what I'm struggling with. Hey, Kim. Oh, you have a fun hat. I'm going to share what I'm struggling with in my own life. And then I'm going to explain how I attach that to my goals with Beachbody for personal health and fitness, so that maybe you can take that and apply it to how you can be more connected to the programs, right? Because as a coach, I want to build a tribe. I want to have a team. I want to have a very diverse culture on our team, but I can't have that. I can't accumulate those people and connect them and keep them involved with the programs if I don't teach them how Beachbody will propel them in their life, whether it's like Jessica on our team. She opened a publishing company. It has nothing to do with Beachbody, but she's a discount coach. She sees the women on our team that are strong and independent and empowered. I have Ilana who opened a LuLaRoe business, and she's not even a coach, but that evolved from connecting with people through the Beachbody programs, right? So these are truly life-changing. So my biggest struggle right now is raising my kiddo. I want to become a better mom, but right now for me, I also need a stress outlet. So my goal is just to stay on track, to not stress eat, which I tend to do, to not over exercise, which I tend to do when I'm stressed out. So if I know that I have a program with a calendar that tells me what I can eat, that tells me how much to safely exercise, I need that structure. That's what I need in my own personal health and fitness. And that's what I mean when you attach these programs to life goals, right? And how they can help you not just lose the weight, but change the lifestyle, change the mentality. And here's another thing that I used to be really guilty of is I used to, and I still do this kind of, I run away and dive into coaching like I used to run away and dive into the gym. So I have really found myself struggling, and the more I struggle in my personal life, the more I work, because this is my positive place. This is my place where I'm in control and I feel comfortable and I don't feel like a complete and utter failure, right? So if I have the structure and I know that I can't overwork my body and I know my limits, then that's kind of how I can focus setting my fitness goals and aligning them with the rest of my life goals. And I also obviously want to make this a business opportunity for my family because it offers a lot of benefits, flexibility in scheduling and personal fulfillment, which makes me a happier person. When you like what you do every day, I think that's the kind of mom and wife and everything that I want to be. But I used to dive into the gym, and now I have this structure where instead of running away from it, this morning I got up and I worked out with my husband. And that didn't happen 2 years ago. What would have happened is I would have avoided the stress in the situation and like sloughed it off, and there would have created that divide even more. So for me, like that all aligns. So that's kind of what I want to work on is like, what do you guys want your 2017 to look like overall? Where do you want to be in your health and fitness? Is there a specific goal that you will want to accomplish? Do you want to run a 5K? Do you want to run a marathon? Do you want to complete hammer and chisel? Do whatever you want to do, but why do you want to do that? And how is that particular health and fitness goal going to make you a stronger person and attach to your other goals in life? Like you can't just have in my opinion, you can't just have like a generic health and fitness goal and really have that be enough to push you when it gets hard, when you fall off on Thanksgiving weekend. What's going to bring you back into staying on track? So I got this book, and these are actually the prizes. So I got 2 books that I'm going to just raffle off to the people on this call. So you don't have to speak. There's no prize buzzer. I just want everybody that showed up to have the opportunity to use this book because it caught my eye in Target, of course. And it's the name of the book is Where Will You Be 5 Years from Today? So I was flipping through it, and Leah was like, can we get this? Can we get this? Can we get this? And I was like, no, we're going to be broke. So, but there's really cool questions in here. So whether you're like, these are really good if you're looking at, I'm looking at the people on this call, and most, if not all, are at least contemplating becoming a coach, which I think is cool for this book because these questions will not only help you goal set, but these questions will also help you brand yourself. So if you're looking to attract, and the whole thing with branding is that's how you're going to attract the people you want to hang out with. Like Kim today, she called me about Eli. We had like a 25-minute chat about Eli. Like she just knew I needed to talk. She's got similar issues. It wasn't a forced conversation. And like, those are the people I want to be around. And like, I just think that using Beachbody to attract people that can help you in your life and you can help them too is an awesome opportunity. So these things are like my top 5 values in life, my top What are the 3 things I like most and least about myself? Who is the happiest person I know? Who am I? Like identifying your 5 goals. So what I want to do is I'm going to show you something that I wrote last year as my vision board. Does anybody have a vision board for 2016 for this year? Did you have a vision board? I didn't. I'm going to show you my vision board, and I think you're going to laugh at me. This has been on my wall for a year now. Okay, are you ready for this amazing? Ta-da! Like, I get overwhelmed when I hear a vision board, and I think it has to be like all this glitter and paint and everything, and it just has to be whatever you want it to be. So this was only for my business, and that was the problem when I set up this vision board. I didn't really attach any other goals to it. I didn't know what the opportunity with this business really was a year ago, so I didn't really have like a vision for what I wanted my family, and now I get it. So my goals are going to be totally different than your goals. But I think setting up your goals for 2017 and having a place to put them is awesome. So what I was thinking is we can talk about maybe talk about what you're going through, but then taking away from this call what you want your vision board to look like. And now we have this great team page where we can put it in, whether you're a discount coach or you're an active coach. I want Team Catalyst to be a place where people can connect, regardless if they are working the business or not, because I want that culture in my life. And running a graduate group is great, but we all know people fall off. I'm looking to be surrounded every day by the people that like the same things I like, that like the Beachbody programs, that use them, that find them effective, and whether or not they're coaching, like that's kind of like reading a book club, right? Like you're reading a book, you have something to talk about, you have a partnership with people. I know that people are doing 22-minute hardcore, so I'm going to do 22-minute hardcore because I got 3 people in my challenge group that are doing it. So now I know I have a buddy system. Like that's the connection. So I guess I'll open it up and have you guys share either something that you are currently struggling with that you think you can change or you want to change and how you're going to do that, or things that you are dreaming about for 2017, like what you want your 2017 to look like. And it can be anything you want. Like I just want to hear from you guys. And also, if you are actively coaching or you are a current challenger and you had like an aha moment this month where you really appreciated something that happened or something that somebody did for you or one of your challengers' successes, I would love to hear that because I definitely don't want to be the only one like rambling on. So anybody want to go first? Sharing a goal, sharing a vision, sharing a big takeaway from the month. Go, Andrea. I know what you're going to talk about. I think you got to unmute yourself though.
There we go. Okay. I mean, I can start with what you think I'm going to talk about if you want. So you probably have all seen my post either on my page or in the group that I'm officially certified as a live insanity instructor.
Woo woo! Now, show of hands. Who's coming on Sunday? Every active discount coach is invited. I had to draw a line somewhere because like the room is only this big. But anyways, sorry, go ahead, Andrea.
That's okay. So that is a big part of my 2017 goals is to teach classes a couple times a week because I have the flexibility in my schedule to be able to do that now that both kids are in school. So that's a big thing. I also have a fitness bucket list that I have. The Boilermaker race, a Go Ruck challenge, which if you don't know what that is, it's kind of like you carry this backpack with like 20 pounds in it, and it's a 12-hour challenge. So I'm going to do that. And there's a couple other things I don't remember. So that's part of it. And then I had my first challenge group, official challenge group this month. I think today is actually my 1 month of coaching anniversary. You call it that? 1 month of coaching. So I had like 4 people finish up 21-day fix, and 2 of them, one of them lost 9 pounds, another one lost 10.5 inches. So pretty exciting there.
That's awesome.
So, yeah.
Awesome. Yay. Okay.
Yay.
Anybody else want to talk to me today? Ho, ho, ho. Go ahead, Amanda.
Hey. So I have had, I know most of you had a rough day yesterday, and I had a real rough day on Sunday. And really there was no like one thing that set it off. I just have noticed maybe the past week or two that my hormones have been crazy, like off the charts, emotional, like crying for no reason. It's not like me to just cry, like, I mean, I don't know. So I've had a rough time like reining that in, and I'm an emotional eater. I'm a stress eater. So then I get upset about gaining weight. And then it turns into like this whole insecure thing where I like we had my husband's work party on Saturday, and he works with all these like phenomenal women, and he's the only guy. And then so all my insecurities come out, and I'm like, so that was me. And so I've been struggling a lot with that, and just trying to like know that I'm good enough, just in general in life. And so that's kind of been where my head's at. And if it wasn't for Beachbody and the personal development that I've been doing and watching all you guys and your journeys, and like, okay, I'm just having a crappy day, I can make it through this day and continue on. Like if it wasn't for that, it would have not just been a day, it would have been a couple days or a week or who knows. So just want to say thankful for all you guys. I'm thankful this call came at a perfect week for me. And that's really it. Jillian's post the other day, like really stuck with me, because I mean, literally everything she wrote, I was like, holy cow. Like I sat on the couch and cried, and I pretty much said every single one of those things that she said. And so it just really spoke to me. So it's just nice to have a group of people that you guys are so strong and you push me to be strong too. So
Do you know what I think is really cool about that too, is that as we grow as people and we really embrace the whole personal development thing, like you didn't rely on Jillian to do it for you. You snapped out of it yourself, but you found that human connection to do it. And in the same way, like I would have shut down. I would have shut Mark out. I would have never reached out for help ever if I didn't have, like, I have a social worker from a challenge group, and that is who I reached out to. And that is the hour phone call that I had. And that who is now helping me find a local therapist, which is clearly impossible, by the way. So I totally understand you. And I loved Corinne's video to the team page. If you guys missed it, like she was like on a rant about being the PTO mom, but she ended with how she was going to fix it. And I love seeing that kind of mindset on our team. Like we all have crappy days, but like Corinne doesn't expect somebody to pull her out of it. She just needs to know she's not alone, and she has like somewhere to put it and then snap out of it. So Corinne, go ahead.
Yeah, I just got to say, like, that is a lesson I learned from you, Melissa. Like, you've always been like on the team page. Like, if you post something, it can't be negative. I mean, it can be negative if you're frustrated, but you have to end with how you're going to fix that. And that has to do with, like, I mean, that's just not like health and fitness. Like, that is real life. Like, that was, like that whole, and before this, I probably would have been like, oh, woe is me, and just got upset and, just let it beat me down. And now it's like, I'm going to turn it around. I'll change it. And I know now, like, I know that the end's in sight for me being in charge of that. And I'm like, woohoo, but in the meantime, I'm not going to be miserable and do it, like I ranted, I got upset, and now I'm going to, carry on. and just post completely different, which I have to sit down and work on that. But I learned that from you. No book.
Well, I think I wasn't really like that before either. I think I honestly, once you feel better physically, it lets you strip away and work at the mindset. And that's why I really want to draw people into mindset. But I feel like I'm also struggling now because that's what I'm so focused on is mindset. And I forget that people can't even see the mindset thing because they're just worried about the fact that their clothes don't fit or that they can't do a squat or walk a mile. Like, I need to go back to the basics of health and physical health. And that's really hard for me because that's not where I am now, but I want to help people through that process because that's where it started for me. So that's kind of one of my struggles too, is from a coaching perspective, is connecting with new people that really need help at the bare minimum level. Like, I was that person. So even though I didn't appear that person on the outside, which is also a struggle, I know that sometimes it's hard because you feel like you don't have anything to say or share, or that you can't convince somebody to want to change. And, I was talking to the social worker today, and I said, whether my husband goes to these visits or not, I need to go. Like, I can't control Eli. I can't control my husband's decisions. I can only control what I do. But I have to remember that people can't even sometimes think that those 5 steps ahead because they're stuck at like the physical exhaustion of being unhealthy. So I think that's just a takeaway that I've had this week. I've had some awesome success. Like Bryn in my challenge group is amazing. And she is contemplating coaching. She's revving up. She's going to be doing 22-minute hardcore. Bryn, you want to say hi to the team? Don't be shy.
Hi, team.
Woo-hoo!
I actually was going to pipe in because you really hit it for me just now when you said try to get someone to get on board. And I've really just tried to like test the water with my friends and people that I work with that I know are unhealthy. And I'm not going to sit on my soapbox and say, you're unhealthy and you need to lose weight. And it's hard for me because I want to like shake them and be like, this is all it takes. Like, it's not this or that, or it's, never eat a piece of bread and never do this. And it's frustrating for me. So then I'm back on the fence. So I'm almost on the fence of coaching, and then I kind of feel the water, and then I slip back into that. And I don't want that to have a negative effect on me. And that sounds really selfish, but
Nope.
For me right now, I can't. I'm doing so well, and I'm not tooting my own horn, but I'm just doing so well. And I just don't want that to back me up into some other, realm.
My biggest gripe on the team, not gripe, my biggest mantra is you have to take care of yourself first. You should never coach somebody if you haven't done your workout. You should never answer a message if you haven't done your personal development. Like, you have to take care of yourself first before you start to coach. And they just came out with this new thing. It's called the Vital Process, and it's onboarding. It's how to onboard your team of coaches. And yes, it's a financial gain. We all understand this is a business, okay? But it's also creating that network of support. Those people that you're going to go to their insanity class because you like them, because you want to be around them. Those people that you're going to buy funny socks for because they're having a baby and you want them to wear those socks when you push that baby out. Like, that's it. Yes, I make money. That's great. But my husband will be the first one to tell you that my paycheck is the last thing I check on Thursdays. Sometimes I don't even check it till Friday. So I just feel like you have to take care of yourself, but you can't be scared to try and create more for yourself. And what I will say is, once you feel better and you feel secure, that Vital Process is all about getting your challengers. So Bryn, right now you're my challenger. My job is to get you to be successful and secure in your health and fitness. It's not to force you into recruiting people to join you. So if it takes you 3 months to get through that Vital Process, where at that point you're like, you know what, these programs do rock. I do have a transformation to share. I am secure-ish. I'll tell you what, like I binge eat out. I binge sometimes. Like I get stressed and I binge and whatever. It's been 2 years. That's my life. That's not going to go away. But that's okay because I know how to get back on track and I have the support systems in place to do it. So if you're thinking about coaching, that's kind of like, you don't have to be at your physical goal. You just have to be secure in your process, in your journey to start helping other people. And when you bring people on, like the team will tell you, you don't do it alone. Like if Jillian brings somebody on and she doesn't feel confident enough to run her first challenge group, well, I'm her sponsor, so we co-lead the group. Okay, so you don't have to be somebody's everything. And the way that I design my challenge groups is, and you've seen them, is that I'm not really leading it. I'm just a participant. I'm sharing my struggles, just like you guys are sharing your struggles. And I think that is really the best way that I have found to lead a challenge group, is to be a challenger. So I know Christy's on the fence too. Rosa, how are you doing?
I'm doing good.
Yeah.
I have like 3 reach outs. I did 3 reach outs today. I'm talking to about like 5 people.
How did Court of Force go?
Like,
You
what was
finished.
that?
How did Court of Force go? You're done. You like finished.
I'm done. I lost 13 pounds, 8 inches.
Yeah,
I've lost
baby.
100 pounds.
You did not. How
Yes.
did you lead with that?
Yeah.
That's Beachbody right there. Boom.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Did you do a post about it?
I did it today. I think it just like published now, maybe an hour ago.
You need to
Yeah.
tag me. Okay, well, we're all going to go to Rosa's page and give her some love, because that's
thank you.
for real. That's amazing. That's
Yeah.
truly life-changing. So any struggles this month? Anything you're worried about? Anything you want out of 2017? Like what's your vision? I know what your vision is, but how are you going to get
I want to stay home by like December next year. I don't want to go back to work.
Yeah.
I don't want to do another tax season. I don't want to work. I want to be diamond by January, February.
Isn't it funny how you said you don't want to work? Nobody that is like coaching doesn't feel like work, but
No, it doesn't.
yeah, it's weird, but
Yeah. And I want to be able to stay home. And then I like my goal in like 3 years would be to have my husband stay home.
wow.
Like those are my goals.
I don't want my husband to stay home. I'd kill him. He can go to work.
I mean, last week we were on vacation together. I kind of want to kill him, but
Too much time. Stop it. Need my space.
yeah, but that's my plan because I know he hates work.
Okay. Carrie, what's up? I'm calling you out from Seattle. Carrie lives in Seattle. If y'all didn't know, so Carrie and I became connected through another challenger who was a coach and decided it wasn't for her. So I like adopted Carrie, so to speak.
Yep.
And she recently relocated cross country. So how is life? How is life in a new city?
It's good. That kind of slowed me down, that cross-country trip and getting settled in, and it's still, working itself out, but everything's good. The kids are settling in, which makes my life a lot easier. If they could sleep at night, that would be a plus. I have a 4- and 5-year-old, but they're like newborns with their sleep schedule, I swear. But Greg comes home now. I get to see my husband a lot more, which is awesome. And we kind of have a life again, which is really good. So, yeah, I love it.
Goals for 2017?
Goals for 2017, I first need to get back to myself. I need to get myself back in order right now. I'm still inviting. I have a challenge group right now. I'm just, I got to feeling like I didn't have as much to give because I wasn't where I needed to be. Does that make sense? Like I just didn't really have enough to share. It felt like it was going to drain me of what I already had. So now I feel like I'm getting back on track. I have people asking me about it around here. So I've been joining like moms groups, and some of them are joining me, and I'm getting to meet people and have them over, and I share Shakeology. I've just been sharing information and stories and just making a lot of new friends and getting to be
Rooted.
back to myself, rooted. I've been doing a lot of personal development because I don't know what happened or how or when, but all of a sudden, I don't, maybe it's being in a new place where I don't have my people around me, but I felt like maybe like a fish out of water where I wasn't like very confident all of a sudden. And I think part of it has to do with, it never was like this before, but I started feel like I've been struggling with my memory, and I think it has to do with, well, lack of sleep, but I also think it has to do with chemo. I think I have a little chemo brain. And so I'm in a new place, and so I'm meeting new people, but I can't like remember them, or it's a lot harder than it ever was for me before. So that's been a little bit different.
Did you ask your doctor about that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just a thing.
Okay. I didn't know it lasted like that long.
Yeah, it can last forever.
Oh, okay. We'll start writing things down.
I do. But my goals, I want to grow this business. I want to have a team.
Yeah. Yeah. It's pretty cool too. I think the other teams growing, like you would think, I don't know. It's a very cool evolution of growth, like empowerment and strength. I know it takes a lot of courage to start a team, to grow a team, to invite to you the opportunity of coaching. But gosh, like you see all the ripple effects and all the lives that are changing that, like, I didn't bring Rosa on board. I didn't help Rosa lose 100 pounds. Like, she had a coach that brought her on, and like, I just get to be a part of her experience and help her with what she wants to do. But it didn't start with me, and I'm thankful to have a team, to have a bigger reach, because these stories are what keep me motivated and positive, and this is my outlet. So, Sherry, you're brand new. What's your story? We have like 6 minutes. If you can take like 2 or 3 and just tell us a little bit about yourself. I know you're new to the team, and I believe you are a discount coach, and you can benefit from just being connected to the team, in my opinion, because I know you follow my stuff. So what's the story? How did you come to Beachbody? Maybe give us like just a little background. Uh-oh, we can't hear you though. Nada. No. Okay, how about this? When we get off the call, why don't you introduce yourself to our team in the team page? Just kind of give us like a little background of who you are and what you are working on, because I think it's really cool when you open yourself up to getting more support. You might connect with somebody on the team, like Andrea and Jillian have really connected through the team page, which is awesome. And I know they really work kind of behind the scenes and support each other, even though like I'm their coach, like they have their own thing going on, which by the way is awesome. Don't ever be offended when people make other connections or success partners or whatever you want to call them, accountability buddies. Like, that is the point of being part of a team. It's not anything against you. I never take offense when people connect with other people. Like, that's kind of my goal. Anybody else want to share? Natalie, how's the Ultimate Reset going? I'm so freaking jealous of you, by the way. I got to do it again. It's not the same. I couldn't do it.
It's going really well. I will say I was struggling. I was really scared to do it. I was like terrified. I was like at the grocery store last Wednesday night, like, what the F am I doing? Like, why?
Yep.
I can't do this. And then I just said, you just have to get through the first day, and then you just have to get through the next day. And I took it hour by hour. The first couple of days were really sucky. I had horrible withdrawal from caffeine. It's like heroin. I swear to God, like, why do we all drink caffeine? Like, it's a bad thing. But now I'm on day 6. I'm just finishing day 6 and I'm feeling great and everything is cool and good.
Are you working out at all?
Not at all.
Yeah.
And to be honest, I'm kind of like, I thought I was going to do the yoga thing, but I've been super busy with work, and I'm kind of like enjoying as much as I love working.
Too. Like, isn't it weird? I was like, I kind of like not having to do a workout today, which is not my thing. I think I was so focused on nutrition, so focused. Like, you're hyper focused on nutrition.
And the food prep does take a little bit more time. So for me, I'm using like that 30 minutes in the morning to like prep my food for the day, which is working good. So it's going good.
Awesome. All right. Before we run out of time, we'll have one more person pop on and speak. But after this call or whenever tomorrow, write down your goals for 2017. Like, write them down. I don't care if sticky note, but like not just a post on the team page, because that gets like lost, right? Like, this stupid freaking sticky has been around for a whole year. Like, it doesn't have to be fancy, but take a picture of your goals, whatever they are, health, fitness, family, all of it, and see what you really want to accomplish with your life in 2017. I really want to have a team, whether you're a discount coach or an active coach, makes no difference to me. I want people to just start pushing themselves, because I think it will really be a great environment for everybody to be involved in. So does anybody else have like a share, a great takeaway, a big dream, anything they're struggling with? Nada. Kim Saunders, you got anything to say? I'm gonna call you out. There's 1 minute and 42 seconds. No, I can't talk. I can't talk. Can't do it. I'm so scared. Okay. Christy? Anything?
You know my big problem.
Confidence.
My big problem is always my confidence.
I know. You know Colleen's watching you at work, right? I get a little message from Christy's work buddy, who is a coach, but not on our team. And she's like, look at Christy go. She's doing her container meal planning. And she sends me this little picture. This is like the culture, though. Like, we all watch each other in a great way. Like, it's very cool. You got a good friend at work.
Yeah, she keeps me on track. She does. She actually helps me quite a lot. So I'm very thankful for her being there.
Good. Good. Jillian, you okay? I know how's your Graham doing? Unmute.
I went to go see her the other day, and I was really glad that I finally I finally had a realization that, she can be around for 6 months, a year, we don't know. And I can't not see her just because it's not about me. And the look on her face when she saw the boys was 100% worth it. So made her day, and all the other old ladies in wheelchairs were like, can I see that baby? And my grandma was like, did you tell them that they belong to Lucille? They better know that they're my great grandbabies. So it was worth it.
All right. Well, I'm going to post the replay. Post your goals for 2017 in the team page. That's kind of my challenge. Connect them to health and fitness.